What's going on, everybody? Super crypto bull market is coming. Lark, but the price is going down today. I know. We were talking about that, man. Talk about that. I want to talk about the price of Bitcoin today. What's going on in the altcoin scene? And what is up with this super crypto bull market coming? Are we about to see the market of markets, the time of times? Well, the macro scene couldn't be lining up much more perfectly for crypto right now. Rate cuts are coming. DXY has been dropping, all this kind of stuff. We got some interesting things to share with you today. And of course, answering your questions. Second half of the stream. Sue, nice to see you. Thanks again for all the great work you do. Moderating the chat. Welcome everybody else in the chat. William Davis, Mad Mike, Jason Charles, Lole King. What is up, everybody? Nice to see you. Now, Rookie XPT shared this, said we used to dead ass pray for times like this and people are bearish. F you higher. Trump said we are leading China in crypto. Got the biggest crypto, the best crypto. They say all the Bitcoins are giving birth to in America. The best Texan Bitcoin. Went down to Texas one time. Had the biggest Bitcoins. I saw the Bitcoin farms. You wouldn't believe these Bitcoin farms. Anyway. Don't know why my Trump sounds like that. Yeah, so, but it's crazy because there is something of an arms race that is going to start forming up here between the United States and China over crypto. And China's got a big crypto industry. They just kick it in the balls all the time. China's also got reportedly up to 200,000 Bitcoin that they've confiscated from various things over time. So they also have a big strategic reserve that they could initiate. And David Bailey from Bitcoin Magazine even came out and said there's been closed door meetings in Beijing talking about this very, very thing. Americans launch strategic Bitcoin reserve asset. Shit, we need to get on board and do one too because we can't get left behind by the Americans. China, of course, has the ability to just quietly stack, man. Quietly stack. Rock and Nor. Suey to the moon. I feel like we talk about Suey almost every single day on the show. I know you're trolling me, but we do talk about that all the time. Now, super crypto mega bull market. Jamie Coates, great chart here. Of course, chief crypto analyst over at Real Vision. Shout out to those guys. This chart right here, the global liquidity index. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. We have been coiling up in an ascending triangle in a multi-decade uptrend because they just keep printing the money, guys. It's never gonna stop. Trucker Mike, what is up, man? Driving around. Maybe it's good. Trucker Mike, it's late, man. What, it's about midnight in New Zealand right now? I hope you pulled up somewhere by the beach, hanging out in your truck, man. Got the phone going. You got your Bitcoin wallet up, man. Looking, refreshing your balance on screen. Just going, yeah, man. Bitcoin, baby. I love it. I love it, man. Shout out to all the great people, of course, who are making all of our everyday lives possible, like the great truckers of the world. You guys are awesome. Anyway, bullish liquidity super regime from Jamie Coates here. So what I've come to refer to as bullish liquidity super regime occur every couple of years like clockwork. We just had to wait a little longer this time around. You know, the 2 years of Biden's recession, 2022, 2023, 2024, really a rolling recession, basically everything propped up by government spending. And it's a long story. We've talked about that story before. So these are not your average risk on regimes. New report with updated cycle dropping tomorrow. But anyway, this is very, very interesting. Look at this. When this breaks out, it tends to break out dramatically. We've been coiling up, right? We're getting ready for a major breakout. And when that breakout happens, huge amounts of money are going to flow in. I know, Zara, I get it. Every time someone says super crypto bull run, I fear for my life because that's when the bear market comes. I think the important part now, night shift meal break. Let's go, man. Let's go. That's awesome. Have a good night driving. If you're going to drive up over the volcanoes, to know where you're going with your load. But if you're going to drive up over volcanoes, man, have a good time. It's a beautiful drive up through there. See the stars. Anyway. Continuing, you're making me nostalgic for New Zealand, man. That's what's going on. That sort of like, it's going to be a super cycle kind of stuff. Look, the reality is that we have huge breakouts in liquidity that come from time to time, okay? These huge, no more Trump impersonations. I know they're terrible. They're terrible. I'm terrible at impersonations. People are always like, Lark, can you do a New Zealand or an Australian accent? No, I'm terrible at impersonations. I'm terrible at Trump in particular, but I have fun doing it anyway. That's the point. These liquidity breakouts don't come often. They come every few years. They last for a year to two. When they do come, that's when to pay attention. Now, in terms of like, this is the super cycle stuff. When people start talking about the super cycle, when Bitcoin's at 250K, that's when you say, motherfucker, please, you gotta shut the F up, man. Get out of here, the super cycle nonsense, okay? We're at 250K already. It ain't going much higher. Think about the insanity of 250K BTC. People, yeah, Bitcoin's doing, we are. 100% is going to take it to 500K from 250K. Okay, guys, it's such absurd numbers. Anyway, besides the point. This is a very, very serious thing, guys. The global liquidity index, we've been talking about the global M2 and all this kind of stuff, the weakness, the blah, 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 blah. Global liquidity is about to break out in a very serious way. When it does, pay attention, because that tends to lead to extreme moves in risk assets, okay? Double topping your mom. Oh boy. Bitwise CIO out here, some bullish propaganda. Our prediction is Bitcoin's going to eclipse $200,000 by the end of the year. Let's go. Boom. Guys, if you're trading these markets, BitUnix is the hot spot to be doing it at, okay? You can trade all the big coins. What do you want to trade? Bitcoin, they got it. Solana, they got it. Ethereum, they got it. Pepe, dog coin, dog with hat, the best dog coin. They got you covered. No KYC, no VPN. Guess what? You can trade from anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you live. And get all these sweet bonuses. Check out all these sweet deals, man. You get $10 for starting your account. $400 in a pot. $400 in the deposit bonuses is bonkers, man. Deposit $2,000, you get $400 back into your account. That's nuts. And a $2,000 trading bonus. So you actually start doing some decent trading over there, you're going to get a bonus coming in. Okay. Check it out. Link down below in the description. You're trading anyway. You may as well get some free money for it, right? Now, short-term correction. Short-term correction here, guys. Kyle Dube's saying mid-sized whales will start dumping on May 13th. Wallets holding between 100 and 1,000 Bitcoin flipped to distribution, offloading 40,000 Bitcoin. First negative flow in months. These wallets don't panic sell. They sell into strength. Retail should be paying attention. Interesting. Kyle also sharing this one. Warning signs for Bitcoin. Bitcoin to stablecoin ratio on exchanges hit 5.3 with price near 104K. Last time was that high. We saw a sharp drop. This could mean traders getting ready to cash out. Staying cautious. Selling pressure is building. We did see 91 million out of Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. Tuesday. Yesterday, though, 319 million in. Apparently, BlackRock did not get the message that mid-sized whales are selling. BlackRock's literally the company that comes and says, your size is not a size. Oh, are you a mid-sized whale? You want to sell your Bitcoin? Thank you very much. Good luck buying it back. Frickin' BlackRock, man. Google searches for Bitcoin hits 6 months lows, signal declining retail interest despite price gains. I get it. Bitcoin's becoming an institutional asset. Bitcoin's driven by BlackRock money. Companies buying. We got a video coming on that, talking about all this debt-fueled insanity, all these zombie bullshit companies that no one give a fuck about. Suddenly, stop dropping all the F-bombs that people didn't really care about, that are starting to, oh, hey, we're a dead company. We're going to buy some, we're a Bitcoin treasury company now. Didn't you guys like run like a medical business or something? Yeah, but that failed. We're just going to buy some Bitcoin because we're still listed on stock exchanges for some reason. Anyway, retail's not buying Bitcoin. Retail's going to come back and buy Fart Coin and Pepe Coin and Dog with Hat and Popcat and Brett. Maybe some Pengu. The chosen memes. Maybe some Titcoin, guys. Bitcoin right now correcting a little bit. Of course, been talking about this for a few days. If ever there was a place where you're going to see a bit of a correction, it was going to be here around this sort of 104, 105 level. Daily MACD bear cross is coming. Okay. One more day of price action like this, we'll get a confirmation of a daily MACD bear cross, which does not mean it's the end of all times, okay? But just, for perspective, guys, we just had a run up to 76 RSI. Huge, crazy, crazy run here for BTC. Now, here's some interesting RSI thoughts for you. What if, you see this here, pretty strong run here, but let's put that down there. What if we actually grind back down to like the 50 line? for the RSI. Probably freak a lot of people out, but wouldn't actually be a healthy thing. Okay. Anyway. Unless kids watch the show, then maybe chill with the F-bombs. Yeah, you know, drop all the F-bombs you want. I know. Where it's this, don't worry. My channel is specifically denoted as not for kids. It's more just about me and my life in general. You know, as I don't watch my F-bomb dropping in general. And then when I am hanging out with my kids, F-bomb this, F-bomb that. Anyway, is what it is, guys. As Jesse loves to say, from the team, Jesse, you guys see him in here all the time. He's not on today, but Jesse loves to say, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyway, continuing. So Bitcoin, slight correction right now. This is not anything crazy that we're seeing currently. Okay. So far it's chill. So far everything's going according to plan. A pullback to 98, 99. No worries at all. A pullback to the low 90s. Some of you guys might not be ready to have that conversation, but could happen. That would just be a move within the range like we did before. We'll see. You know, when we flip 105, that's when we start, okay, yeah, new highs coming, breakout to 120, whatever it's going to be. Until then, I mean, just take a moment to appreciate this wild move we just had, okay? I would honestly welcome a little bit more of a pullback. Everybody gets mega bullish at the top. Everybody starts 100x longing. The whales see that. They come in. They eat the plankton. That's how it works every time. So I'm here for it. I'm here for a decent correction. I don't know if we get a decent correction, to what level we get, but let's see. Lark, you just want to buy it? Of course I want to buy the dip. Who doesn't want to buy the dip, man? I mean, look, my bag's already pretty damn well stacked, but there's a few things I wouldn't mind adding some more to, or just maybe getting positioned into again. So anyway, any good volcanoes in Dubai? Don't think they have any volcanoes in the Emirates, not that I'm aware of anyway. Let's see where Bitcoin goes in the next few days. By the way, bookings for container ships going from China to the United States increased more than 50% this week. That huge cutback in tariffs immediately restarted business between them. Great. And that's exactly what I was saying in the video I made the other day. The one disaster is days away. Like, well, yeah, it is days away unless they come out with some kind of deal ASAP, which is exactly what they did. And they reduced tensions. Ships are moving again. Everything's going to be fine. Great. XRP, what is going on? XRP, of course, had this beautiful breakout from this gargantuan triangle here. Has come back down currently to hit that 245 buy level I was talking about the other day. The tricky part is that if crypto corrects more, like, look, if we bounce from here and Bitcoin starts just kind of chilling and altcoins start moving again, very interesting spot for XRP to be in right now. If we can maintain the top of this triangle, that is a bullish breakout, retest, pump higher, right? The tricky part is this could just be a fake out, and that then brings us back to like the mid-range of the triangle, even the bottom range of the triangle, which wouldn't be all that crazy, to be honest. Okay, but we'll see how it plays out. Keep an eye on this one. That triangle breakout is pretty significant, but if the wider crypto market's going to correct further down, then that won't hold up. Okay, but lots of opportunities bounding in the market right now. ETH seeing again rejection here at the 200-day simple moving average. Of course, you can see this orange box denoting what an important level of price action that has been, resistance-wise in particular. So we'll see how that plays out. A retest here at 2,400 for the 200-day EMA would not be crazy. 2,100 is where my buy order's at. Let's see how it goes. And that doesn't mean I'm re-entering a spot position on ETH. That's for a trade specifically. Okay. Marty Party, Solana generated 24-hour network revenue more than all other layer ones and layer twos combined. Solana, man. Solana, old slammy coin. Fascinating here. Of course, we had a beautiful breakout, hit the technical target from our breakout triangle down here. What a beautiful move. Beautiful move. Been trading so cleanly. Love to see it. Now, do we get this move back down to around like 160? I got buy order at 160. Let's see. Peter, I feel like you should probably go take care of that situation, my dude. My back tooth is about to fall out. Daily MACD says sell. Weekly MACD says buy. I'd say daily MACD says look for a buying opportunity versus sell. And weekly MACD is indeed showing a buy. Right? So the weekly MACD has been looking pretty gosh darn good for most crypto coins. The daily showing that you might get a buying opportunity coming in. Okay. How big of a buying opportunity remains to be seen. I have not thought about Teller tributes in an incredibly long time, and I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. Who the heck's talking about Teller in 2025, man? That's crazy. Great, you crazy, man. Crazy. 160. That's my buy order. Relatively close, stopping in the 200 day. If that gets stopped out, I'll look for something potentially lower. But I mean, we'll just have to see how Bitcoin, I think, reacts over the next few days here. Okay. Fareed, Avalanche, most undervalued network in existence. Top 5 chains by 7-day growth and percent change of transactions. Avalanche, 168%. Let's go. That probably means Avalanche to the moon, right? No. Rejected off the 200-day EMA. Like a lot of coins. Had a beautiful run up so far. Very, very strong move right across. You can just draw this line up here. Look at that. Beauty. Beauty. MACD maintaining a beautiful uptrend there. Currently looking for a potential daily bearish crossover over the next few days here. Let's see how that plays out. Of course, Avalanche has been wildly just one of those coins that, man, it's got everything going for it. And it's a top 20 coin, but the price actions are relatively muted, especially compared to Solana. If Avalanche had followed Solana's path and in 2020, in 2020 something, 2021, we saw, of course, these assets, Solana and Avalanche, moving in unison together, right? Not so much the case anymore. That being said, I think Avalanche still has a great bit of opportunity here. So charts looked pretty decent overall. Long-term breakout there, broke out, retested, moved higher, took out the key EMAs. Get it back over 26, 27 bucks here, 200-day EMA. I think we got ourselves an interesting trade there. Until then, it's kind of been struggling, but it's doing okay. It's doing okay so far. It's not that bad. A price retracement down here to like the lower 20s wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Dog with hat, the ultimate new paradigm of money. You guys know we're big fans of them putting that hat on that dog, man. Currently down about 22% from recent highs. Got rejected here at the 200-day EMA. You guys know how volatile meme coins are. A retest of the uptrend line here would not be off the table. Okay, we're currently at $1. So that would require another, let's say, 15, 20% down, which if Bitcoin goes down another 5 to 10%, which there's no guarantee it's going to happen, but if we just kind of get a cooling period, then these memes are going to have big corrections like that, which is part of the game with memes. And if you're feeling like, man, I really missed out on the run for Dog with Hat or Pepe or Pengu or Mudang or whatever your meme of choice happens to be, you might get some decent buying opportunities to get back on that train here in the coming days. Hopefully get an actual decent pullback. Honestly, a decent pullback would be quite healthy for this run. And that's not to say, I know, well, but Lark, we just went through all this crazy bullshit recently. Yeah, I know. But markets usually do this sort of 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing on the way up. Okay. Pepe hasn't actually moved that much to the downside yet. It's only about 15% off of its highs. I'd like to see it come down about 30%. Back down to retest the 200-day EMA. If we got a lot of these coins that have the big breakouts beyond the 200 days, come back and retest their 200-day EMAs, be great. We just had a 4-month pullback. We just had a 4-month like mini bear market, mega correction, whatever you want to call it. Most of these coins went down 90%. It was absolutely crazy stuff, right? But we also just had everything run nonstop for weeks on end. Meme coins literally put in multi-100% gains, okay? Absolute crazy stuff. A cool down period or some brief corrective moves would not be surprising in any way for a lot of these coins, okay? Pengu, been a very strong coin, but are you guys seeing this? Is anybody else seeing this? Is this a potential double top here on the daily? Maybe. If that's the case, then this becomes the sort of neckline here, and a break under 0.12, let's say 0.13 cents, 0.013, could then accelerate us down to potentially this lower level here on the 50-day EMA. Worth keeping an eye on. Pengu, probably a pretty good one to look to get back into on a bigger pullback in the market. Again, I don't know how big the pullback's going to be. I ain't got a crystal ball. You ain't got one either. But if we do get a decent pullback, then that's probably a great buying opportunity, according to me. Not financial advice for you in this current market situation. Okay. Got ourselves a nice can of Perrier today. Let's go. Why bother with meme coin charts? Because they're the coins that literally make the most money in this market column. You don't have to like meme coins, but they are the coins that make the money. Think about this. Oh, you like ETH? Pepe did 2x versus ETH. Okay. Oh, you like, I don't even know. What coins do you guys like? Oh, you like Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin went up 40% from its lows. You know how much Mudang went up? Like almost 1,000% from its lows. Which coin would you rather have traded? Oh, Lark, do you have any cock in you? Not currently. Are you considering getting any cock in you? I mean, everybody does some weird stuff back in university, but like, you know, not currently, let's say, planning on any of that. Guys, we got to be serious. It's COQ. It's rooster in French. It's cultured. It's a cultured meme coin, okay? Get the dirty thoughts out of your brain. No, I'm probably not getting back in any Avalanche because I think the main game for memes tends to mostly be over on Solana, a little bit on Base. I mean, some of the AVAX stuff can have some running too, and there was some decent stuff that came out, but I have not had the time and energy to pay attention to the meme coin scene on Avalanche. Did have a little bit of cock in you back in the day for our sort of demo portfolio, but yeah, ended up selling that. Wasn't very much. Still smoking that chicken fish, Lark? Nah, man, got out smoking chicken fish. I need to consolidate my my brain here a little bit. What's one regret, y'all? Well, Denzel, there's so many. There's so many. Let's say one that comes to the top of mind, over leveraging myself. Last year I had to sell some coins that I would prefer not to have sold when the yen carry trade thing unwound, and got within very uncomfortably close distance of getting liquidated on a big loan versus some Bitcoin and Ethereum that I had. And of course, that was not very clever to do. As was it Charlie Munger? Did he say, ladies, liquor, and leverage? That's how men go broke. Don't drink that much. Got myself a beautiful wife. I guess leverage was my vice. So there you go. Watch out for that, guys. Be careful. Be very, very careful with leverage. You know, I trade on leverage all the time, by the way, with like, you know, BitUnix. But that's a different game, right? That's like, okay, this particular trade, that particular thing, here's my stop loss. Whereas like taking a loan, the dynamics come a little bit different. Lark, you're buying more, consolidating the amount of coins you have. There's a couple of coins I wouldn't mind getting an entry on, like maybe get a spot bag of Pepe. That's not the biggest memes, but you know, I like Pepe. We'll see. Pengu might get back into that. But for the most part, yeah, I want to actually consolidate. If anything, I still feel like I have too many coins. There's probably a few bags that I want to cut and just consolidate down even more. But I do need some meme coin exposure, and I'm pretty low on that right now. Lark, I have 100,000 Jupiter staked. Do you think I can make $1 million by 2027 from price increase and staking? Well, you're not going to double the amount of Jupe you have just with staking, are you? So let's say you get optimistically 50% more Jupe. Let's say you have 150K Jupe. You need the price in that situation to go to what, like $7.50, $8. It's doable. I'll put it in the doable category. I mean, I'm pretty bullish on Jupiter. I mean, I got pretty pissed off them, to be honest, earlier this year, and I was I was in the process of unstaking and missed out on a bit of the ASR rewards from Q1. It's fine. But just all the shit that went on with Meteora, which is, of course, directly adjacent to Jupiter and the Kelsier group, and some real bullshit going on there, to be honest. But Jupiter's still the hot spot on Solana, isn't it? And they've got a good staking model. They've got a good buyback model. I think this thing's got a lot of good things lining up for it to give the potential run, which is why I decided to keep my bags in the end, to keep them staked and keep getting the ASR rewards. Can you get to $1 million? I don't know. But here's the thing. Erase that number from your brain, okay? Because here's the deal. Let's say all the signals are flashing, markets way overheated, Coinbase app's #1, your old friends are calling, asking what dog coins to buy, Bitcoin's at 250K, and Jupe's only at $5. And you're going, I'm not going to sell anything, man. It'll be $1 million next week. And then it isn't. And then you hold it down for 90% retracement during the bear market. And I guess keep staking, get those ASR rewards for another few years. And then next cycle, you can get you $1 million, probably, if nothing better has replaced it by then. Anyway. Watch the markets. Don't be afraid to take some money off the table when the time comes, okay? Too much TA. Thanks for the feedback, Peter. I appreciate doing the charts, so I hope that you guys generally appreciate those as well. I try to avoid profits, so I have ETH. You know, that's smart thinking, man. You know, it really is. I know that people out here worry about paying taxes and stuff in crypto. Just buy ETH and you don't have any capital gains to worry about. This is a kick in the balls for Ethereum. Guys, let's be honest. Ethereum's going to run. Ethereum's probably going to go up to 10K or something this cycle if Bitcoin goes to 250K. But as I said in my video yesterday, if you believe that ETH is going to go to 10K, then Pepe is going to do 10X in that time. Mid caps are going to do 20X in that time. Your money's probably better off elsewhere. I mean, not your money. Okay, I can't tell you how to do with your money. I'm just saying that in general, money deployed into markets are probably better off in a place that's not that. It's my opinion. Lark, can you show the Toshi chart? Sure, man. Let's have a look at the Toshi chart. I have not looked at this one in a while. Toshi. Where's a good place to see it? I think it should be this one. Yeah, that'll be the one. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure we get the right one there. Right. Toshi. There you go. It's had a nice run recently, like a lot of other memes. What kind of percentage gains we're looking at on that bad boy? Look at that. Boom. Nice 180%. I mean, it ain't no moo dang, is it? No. Everybody knows hippos are cuter than cats. Nice move, though. This move has got all the EMAs stacked in the right direction. 20 on top of the 50, 50 on top of the 200. That's good. Hugely overbought on the RSI, though. Got up to 86, like a lot of meme coins did, though. You can see that when we tend to get these hugely overbought readings, that big retracements often follow. You might be thinking, Lark, when you were talking earlier, man, Pepe's not going to go down 30%. Pengu's not going to go down 40%. Dog of Hass not going to go down 40%. That's literally what happens when the RSIs tend to get in this heavy overbought zone. So, yeah, watch for a decent retrace. If you're a big Toshi fan, you believe, I believe in Toshi. If you believe in the Toshi coin, I'm not super in love with this meme in particular. I've got my list of memes that I like. You guys know what those are. I talk about them all the time. 33% down already. It's a pretty decent move down. 45% down gets us back to the 20-day EMA. 60% down to get back to the 200-day EMA. I'm not saying that's where it's going, but it's meme coins. They are that volatile. Pratik asked, if retail is not here, then why are memes and shit coins pumping so hard? The reason that memes pump so hard is because crypto natives understand that the liquidity on these tends to be very low, and it doesn't take a huge amount of money to move the charts absolutely ridiculously. And so the whale cabals come in, pump the shit out of these coins, get everybody else filming for exit liquidity. Happens every time. It's the game. Don't hate the players, guys. Hate the game. Are you taking any profits from the past week? No, I haven't really taken any profits off the table. Just riding stuff. Don't know. I mean, we had some great trades last week. Great trades, good trading week. And remember, by the way, guys, you made money trading last week, basically long anything and make money, takes the money out. So for me, I looked, okay, here's the money I made trading. Okay, 25% of that, pull it straight out of the market, put it in the bank account, buy some boring shit with it. You know, reinvest, go buy some bonds, man. Bonds. The rest of it, though, stays in. And the 75% stays in because, well, that's going to cover, you know, half a dozen stop losses getting hit in the future, let's say. And it'll cover, you know, just having a bit more money to put into a few different trades. So keep most of it in, but take money out, pay yourself. Other than that, though, most of the altcoins I have not run significantly enough to say, okay, now's a great time to take profits on them. A lot of them are still down. The ones that aren't down, it's like, doesn't feel like a great time to be taking a lot of money off the table. Bitcoin, not really into selling my Bitcoin personally. I'm in the $1 million Bitcoin train, man. We're going to $1 million. We're going to $1 million. Screw selling for them. Unless you have to. Sometimes you got to sell them. Everybody's got their own personal decisions to make. But anyway, AI 16Z will do 100x. Let's go. I mean, I'm down for it. Let's do it. If you never got liquidated, you'll never learn. Sometimes you just have to be kicked in the balls by the market or come close to being kicked in the balls by the market to really get the lesson. Some YouTubers saying the bull run isn't coming. Well, I was always people with different opinions. I could be wrong. Maybe the bull run isn't coming. Maybe the coming rate cuts and the economy not going into a horrific recession and the economy doing well and a dollar index dropping and basically every macro tailwind you could possibly imagine lining up at the exact same time is not going to pump the markets. We're just going to go to Goblin Town. Sure, why not? I'm ready for it. My soul's prepared for any eventuality here. Lark, did Coinbase get hacked? I don't know. Let's go to the internet and find out. Coinbase hack. Coinbase hacked, leaked customer info. Looks to be a breaking story. Yeah, let's bring it up here. You guys can see here. I think funds are generally safe, it seems. Coinbase hit by a $400 million cyber attack. Hackers bribed overseas contractors, steal user data, triggering a $20 million extortion attempt. Coinbase refused to pay, launched a reward fund, is beefing up U.S. support and security systems. Interesting. Apparently, again, I'm hearing it all the first time. I haven't had a chance to look into this stuff. We're just getting this hot off the press here. You guys are asking about it, so let's have a talk about it real quick. So apparently they got name, address, phone, email, masked social security, last 4 digits only, masked bank account numbers, government ID images. Fuck, the amount of fucking hacks. The amount of hacks where they come in and because of all this KYC bullshit, all these things always get hacked. And then they've got everything. They got your name, your address, your passport, all that stuff. It's such a bad system. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's not Coinbase's fault that they have to take all this data, but what they didn't get: private keys, login credentials, ability to move customer funds, access to Coinbase Prime accounts, customer hot or cold wallets. So funds appear to be SAFU. Okay, Coinbase foils insider plot, hackers bribe support agents for user data. Interesting. Client information leaked. So, bastards. Here's the thing. If you're a Coinbase user, I guess the good news is your coins are safe. So yay for that, first and foremost. The second part is that if you're a Coinbase user, you have a problem now because welcome to the club, okay? How many crypto companies have been hacked because of these stupid KYC requirements and stuff? Yeah, all these find out your name, your address, your info, all this stuff. So look, if you have not gone through one of these hacks before, if you're a Coinbase customer and your data has just been leaked online, unfortunately, you're going to start getting calls. Back in New Zealand, I would get probably a call every week or two from, oh, hey, Lark Davis. Hey, this is John calling from a wealth management investment firm. Remember you made contact with us a few weeks ago. We want to help you invest in crypto. Look at that, real fast talking guy. And did I put in a form a few weeks ago? I do so much stuff online. I could have. Maybe it was me. Maybe I did send an inquiry request somewhere. And of course, they're going to scam you, right? And so you'll start getting those kind of phone calls, probably, unfortunately. Just ignore them. They won't stop calling, but just ignore them anyway. If your address got leaked, not great, but they didn't necessarily get your balances, so probably okay. They're not going to go knocking on 120 million people's doors. And again, I don't know how much they got all the data, just some data, but they're not going to go knocking on 120 million people's doors, because that's what most of the people who have money on Coinbase have, like $100 on there. I'm here for all your Bitcoin. I got like $20 on Coinbase, man. Ah, shit. Can you pay for my taxi home? I got to go rob somebody else. So that's not a good thing for them either, but still not great. These data leaks absolutely suck. So at least it's not a financial hack where they got hacked for $1 billion. Oh my gosh, imagine if the Bitcoin ETFs ever get hacked. I'm sure those things are locked up super tight, but man. Anyway, continuing. Oh my gosh, spot on, a teacher. The whole district got hacked. My info's been on the dark web more times than I can count. Such a bad system. Sorry it happened to you, Catherine. It sucks. It really does. And it just keeps happening until we have really new systems for keeping your identity and your information safe, which ironically is going to be ZK-enabled blockchain systems that people can't hack into easily and are not kept on a centralized server behind password 12345. Okay, great. I'm ready to go. The hackers are never going to get this one. Did you say they got licensed? And they apparently, again, news story. I just heard it. We just saw a few posts. I don't know how accurate those posts are on X. From what was posted on X, looks like they got the last few digits of your social security, but also any photo ID you might have uploaded. Adam, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Bearish for base ecosystem coins? No, I don't think it matters particularly much, to be honest. Thoughts on the launch coin meta? I mean, it's going to be another massive cabal extractive scam pile of crap, but there's probably going to be a few decent things in there, I would guess. I threw a few Solana into a few things over there. I don't know if it's going to work out super well or not, to be honest, but let's see if this meta lasts more than a few days. If you guys don't know about Launchcoin, basically it's like a launch pad for business, for like startups to get money from people via tokens. Basically meme coins masquerading as startup companies. Why not? What could go wrong? Everything. Oh, okay. Lark, what is the Bitcoin price for price go up technology for normies to come in? Basically a break of the previous high. So get to 110. We start the activation. The rocket starts taking off for number go up technology. You get like 120 to 150. That's when the normies start piling back in. That's when Coinbase goes to the top 10 apps of all apps downloaded again. And it's time to take some profits off the table. I have not heard of the Glacier airdrop. Midnight Cardano. Yeah. Does anybody outside the Cardano cult know about this? No, David. Yeah, you guys know I love Cardano, man, but I just did not have time to keep up with the all the sort of intricacies of the Cardano ecosystem and everything going on there. But if there's a great airdrop coming up, David, you get that. And any Cardano people out there, go look into this airdrop. If you got your ADA sitting there, might be worth looking into how you can get that airdrop. But I don't know anything about it, so no opinion. Oh, get out of here. A friend found 8 Bitcoin in a wallet from the Silk Road days. Yeah, it's a win. Yes. Awesome. That is amazing. Boom. Love it. Absolutely love it, man. That's so cool. Oh shit, we're up to 40 minutes. You know what we gotta do, guys? We gotta finish the stream. That's what we gotta do. Yes. Hydrate. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.